Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the show. It's another special edition of our discipleship program, and we welcome you. It's been an amazing journey, and we're just continuing today. So don't mind what I'm saying. I'm just trying to put things together. So without further ado, we're welcoming Pastor to join us to continue from where we stopped. Pastor is standing by. I'm bringing him in now, Pastor. Good morning, Pastor.
Morning, Esther. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you, sir.
How's
So good
everything
to see
going?
you this morning.
Thank
Wow,
you.
doing very fine. We've been looking forward to today's meeting.
I know.
So, we'll just talk, and at this moment, we'll hand over the studio to Pastor to take the teaching. Over to you, Pastor.
All right. Thank you so much. I want to welcome every single one of you today. I trust that you all have had a great day thus far. Those of you on the other side of the world want to thank you for joining us. I know it's a sacrifice to wake up in the morning at this time and join us, but then the Lord will certainly repay your sacrifice. All right, and you'll get a lot from this meeting just because of the level of your sacrifice. All right, so I want us to continue from where we stopped last week. We're going to go a bit deeper. So if you don't mind, I'd like you guys to turn your Bibles with me to Revelation chapter 2 and verse 8. All right, I'll just read a few scriptures and then we can start, and then you might have some questions you want to ask. All right, and we will go into the Q&A immediately afterwards. All right. So I'll just read 3 verses. And to the angel of the church in Smyrna write, this thing says the first and the last, who was dead and came to life. I know your works, your tribulation, poverty, but you are rich. And I know the blasphemy of those who say they are Jews and are not, but are of the synagogue of Satan. Do not fear any of those things which you are about to suffer. Indeed, the devil is about to throw some of you into prison, that you may be tested, and you will have tribulation 10 days. Be faithful until death, and I'll give you the crown of life. He who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. He who overcomes shall not be hurt by the second death. Praise the Lord. All right. So, praise God. Glory to God. All right. So, does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any questions you want to ask? This would be a good time to ask your questions. All right. If you have any questions, just go ahead and let's do that. Okay, Esther, your voice is off.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, thank you so much for that amazing session. We do have some people standing by with some questions. We have Sister Ijoma Okafor. Sister Ijoma, it's good to have you in the studio. We'll be bringing you up now to ask Pastor your question. Sister Ijoma, over to you.
Ijoma, your voice is off. Your mic is off. You have to put on your mic.
Okay. Yes,
Wonderful.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Sorry about that. Super excited.
Amen.
Pastor, I have a question.
Sure.
How long are we running this discipleship session for each Wednesday?
Well, the way it looks like it's going to be 1 hour 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. I was thinking of doing a 1 hour session, but I don't know how we can achieve a 1 hour session, right? Without, like, for instance, we have the teaching is 40 minutes, right? Teaching is 40 minutes. The Q&A is 20 minutes. All right. Even if we reduce the teaching, right, to 30 minutes, right, which anything below that, there'll be no substance. There won't be enough time for any substance. But let's say we reduce it to 30 minutes, and then did Q&A, which obviously might be a very important part of this, right? We're still coming up to 50 minutes. we have announcements, we have the little praise and worship we have, and all that. So it will be difficult to do anything less than 1 hour 30 minutes.
Okay.
Were you thinking of a 1 hour thing?
I was thinking it was 1 hour 30 minutes.
Okay, and that's what it is. Based on this program I have, it's 1 hour 30 minutes, and that seems to be the most realistic approach right now.
Right. Yes,
Yeah.
Pastor. I agree.
All right.
All right. That's
All right,
my
wonderful.
question. Awesome.
But your light is good though. The light is good. I noticed.
My light or
Yeah.
it is light?
Or yours, your light, because it's
Okay.
showing your camera is quite clear.
Okay, that's because I have an extra light source.
Yeah. Your light is even better than our producer's light, the SH lights.
Uh-oh. Let's see. Is
Well,
that because it's early in the morning for you, or good
it's just that
morning?
good morning. Just that I never get to show up on camera, so it's actually
But
strange
even
for
then,
me to
SH, your face is shining.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
There's a
That
light
is
just
what-
above my head.
So
Yes, sir.
Can you get it to
Don't worry.
project on your? Can you get it to project forward as opposed to from the top?
Look at myself.
Your light. Yes.
Well, it's a surprise. They won't see me on camera. My camera never comes on. I'm sure you won't see me next week.
okay, you're not even the person who's going to show you.
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm just trying to do a sample. I'm sure for you, Sister Joe.
Okay.
I think
okay.
it's Isoki and Pastor. I think either Isoki and Vivian. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, between you and between it's okay.
Yes.
The moderators are between you, yourself, Vivian, and it's okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And then
Makes sense.
yeah. So is there anybody else has a question? Let's see if we can get anybody else on easily.
All right. Thank you, Sister Ijoma, for your
Thank you.
question.
You're welcome.
When we do the next dry run, you will be the one doing the moderation, and then we'll see how it goes. So thank you. We have Viv waiting online.
So okay, Esther, are we going to be hearing your voice like this?
Oh, sorry. I said it's the moderator's voice that you'll be hearing, not my voice.
Okay, we're going to hear the moderator's voice. All right. So
Yes.
the moderator has to be aware that they're the ones. So, but here's a little glitch here now. You have the moderator, but they don't see what you see.
And the moderator will see.
Okay, fine.
Yes, the moderator will see.
Okay.
So, all right. So we have Viv standing by. Viv, welcome to the.
Hi. Pastor, can
Hello.
you hear me?
Yes, can hear you. Vivian, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Good evening, sir.
Good
Sorry, I'm
evening.
still working, some multitasking. I said I'm still working, so
Okay. All right.
But I did have a question. So I know you said 40 minutes is the word, and they will still have praise and worship. But I was wondering, is this more of a participatory Bible study, or is it just like, because if it's 40 minutes of the word, then it feels like just another church service.
Well, the thing is, I have to teach it first before we can now go into it, right? So that 20 minutes there is for Q&A, and that's the interaction part of it, participatory. When you say participatory, I guess you mean what do you mean? You mean like comments and questions, right?
Yeah, because it's Bible study, I think.
Yes.
So it I feel like those 40 minutes of you just talking, if I'm being honest, if you sound like me, you lose my attention, especially because it's virtual and I'll probably be multitasking in the room or something like that. But there are times where if it's 20 minutes you talk, we well, I don't know how you want to organize it, but I thought it was more of, let's go through this teaching or study or word, and we ask questions in between so people can join. So I don't know if that's the plan, but I'm not trying to change the program. But then another thing is, because I know this is a streaming platform. I think it's fantastic. The only thing is that I can't see anyone else except you. So I don't know if that's the intent, because there will be more people, but if you're the only person I can see, like, is the plan to have it like a group of people coming together to fellowship, or is it just for us to listen to you and then ask questions afterwards?
Well, we're looking for the best experience we can achieve, right? Ultimately, the goal is to learn certain things that will help us become disciples, better at being disciples of Christ. All right. So ultimately, we want to learn something. All right. So the participatory aspect is very important. Now, how best to achieve that is what we're trying to work now. So I think your question is a good question, because Esther will have to help us here. Is there a way that we can have the feel of others being on board, right? Is there a way that we can have the feel of others being on board? Let me ask Esther.
Okay, so that feel would be like maybe if we have a Zoom meeting where you could actually see people. Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah, that's what I thought it would be like, where you have the option to have your camera on or not, but then I can see other participants. Like now I see only 3 people, so I don't know if there are 10 other people or 0 persons on this call.
Okay, the main program is streaming on YouTube. I can actually see 5 people right now watching on YouTube. So you only get to this platform if you need to ask Pastor a question. So what we advertise is the YouTube channel and the link. I actually don't know how you got the link to come here, but originally you were supposed to go to YouTube, and on the comment section you see the link to come here. So if you're on YouTube, you could actually see how many people are on the platform. Like I can clearly see how many people are watching right now. So yeah, I don't know. So you only get here if you need to ask a question. You could actually stay on YouTube, post your question on the comment section. We'll see it here, and Pastor gets the answer. So that's
Right.
where.
So I guess for this now, right?
Yes, sir.
For us to do a proper test, it will be important for people to, like Vivian or whoever is on board right now, to actually connect from YouTube.
I don't know how she connected, but I
actually sent a link. Yeah, she sent me a link that took me to YouTube. But on the YouTube page, I had to create a profile, and then you posted a link that I clicked on. Then I followed that to come here. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're saying that I didn't need to come here. I just had to stay on YouTube?
Yes, it's actually, if you go back to the YouTube page, you'll see it streaming there.
Oh.
So you only come here if you need to ask a question. So you could just come join the whole program, put your comments, ask questions, and this is just open. So this is like the higher part of it now. Okay, I'm watching this program on YouTube and I want to join the program live and speak to Pastor. Then you have the option of clicking that link and coming here. If not, you just come sit down, listen all through, post your comments, and leave. So not everybody would have to come and talk with Pastor and ask questions at the end of the day.
Okay, but Esther, and how do we make sure that instruction just gave now is clear, so people don't everybody doesn't end up doing the same thing that Vivian just did now?
Okay, I think she actually did the right thing. She clicked the link because she wanted to join you.
Okay.
Or possibly, I don't know. Sorry?
I clicked the link because I think it said click the link. I don't know. It wasn't specific that if I wanted to ask a question like on video, I clicked the link. I just thought it was the next step.
Yeah.
And I
okay. Okay, I think I can respond to that. So, partly that will have happened because I had scheduled the broadcast, and I'm not sure we started exactly. If not, you would have come and actually met the video, as in you would
Yeah.
have came Pastor teaching, but you actually you arrived before us. Actually, then that's why Ibilola and every other person is on board. I think Peter is also here, so we could have enough information on the screen. Like I have this little mock-up. It's not the person to be, but just an illustration where I could post something like this telling you how to access. So this is not really it. Peter is actually on board. There will be graphics, there will be animations on the screen from time to time to actually guide people properly. So what actually happened is that you came on board before we were ready. If not, when you went to YouTube, you would have met the program live before you even saw the link. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay, but I hope there'll be information on YouTube that lets people know if you want to join the live, want to ask a live question.
Yes. Yes, there is. Even at the moment, there is. So if the Lola will just help with the whole grammar and everything, but there's actually something there, not just the link.
All right, now see what I suggest. I suggest that when we start, especially the first time, right? It will be good for you said there will be no moderators, right? For the first time, that's what Bilola said. None, but I think that there's a need, right, for someone who's going to be a moderator. Maybe not, maybe Bilola, for instance, somebody, right, who's going to run through all the instructions. You understand? I think that's important. Once we start the program, people get on YouTube, they're going to see this person, and this person is going to run through all the instructions. This is what you do. There's going to be teaching, then there's going to be that, then it's going to be that, then it's going to be. Then if you want to ask a question, you do this, so that everybody's on the same page. What I suggest is maybe we should record it. We should record it so that we play it every time for some time, right? So that just like we have promos, like we have the program, right? Once we start, the program says, let me see, right. Yeah, the program says a promo video, all right? Then you have praise and worship. Then you have the welcome address, all right? So maybe before the welcome address, it can be like a housekeeping thing, all right? Housekeeping thing. So we can have it. Ibilola, I don't know if she's still listening to us, but she can put it between praise and worship and the actual welcome address. Okay, that way people regularly hear the instructions and know what to do. Some people are going to come on board and they're going to get confused, I think. Right.
Okay, sorry.
Then Vivian, can you see the comments on your screen? There's a place for comments.
They're not here. I think I have to leave this room, right, to see the comments.
Yeah, the comments are on YouTube.
Okay, so that means I have to leave this room.
All right. So okay. So let's say, so what I can see here as comments, nobody else can see it except you.
Yes, myself and you. I will let me check this.
I can see it as well, sir.
Okay. All right. So the rest of the
You can,
people,
right?
because I see that Femi is on board. Femi is connected. I see that Buki is connected. All right.
Yes.
Buki wants to ask a question anonymously. She doesn't want her face to show.
So it's showing already.
Her face is showing.
No, the question,
And
sir.
she was asking if her profile picture, short video will be displayed. Yes, her profile picture is showing that. It's public information.
Yes.
I can't see it.
Okay, it's at the bottom.
It's to the left, sir.
I don't think that's what she's talking about. I think she's talking about have a video showing her face showing live, like what we have on the screen right now. She's trying to be able to ask a
Okay.
question without being projected on the screen like this.
Okay, I think it's just for her to turn off her camera. Just like Ibilola, we can't see her face right now, but we can hear her voice.
Or she could just ask a question by typing out the question, right?
Yes, she can, but her name will show just as it is right now. If it's public, so she's typing on YouTube, it will show her name and her
Yeah,
profile.
that's okay. I don't think she has a problem with her name showing. Okay, she doesn't want her name to show. Okay, I get what you mean. She
So
wants
she
to
will
be
need
totally
to create an
anonymous.
anonymous account, so she can create a fake YouTube
That's going
account.
to be okay. That's going to be difficult to do, Bookie, because once you're on, right? Who's Lady V? Lady Viv? Is that you, Vivian?
That's me. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. I'll start calling you Lady Viv. Okay. All right. So, Lady Viv, you're on YouTube now.
Yes, I am. But I just posted something on YouTube,
Okay.
but I think
All right.
I wanted to post. So
I
this
see
platform.
live chat. Live chat.
Yeah, I'm confused. This
You-
platform has chat,
You
and
typed live chat.
yes, I did it on YouTube.
Yes, I
Okay,
can see it.
I see what's going on.
Mm.
All right. Okay, I get it. So if I chat on YouTube, it shows here. But if I want to use this chat, I have to sign into YouTube. Okay, gotcha. I got it.
Yeah. All right. So, okay, Bookie wants to ask a question without coming live on air, right? So that's very possible. All you have to do is you type it out. If you type your question, I'll see it here, right? But if you want to ask like a question live, then there's no way to be anonymous. Actually, there's no way to be anonymous any which way, because we're going to see your name whichever way. Is that right?
So I think, yeah, I have this suggestion, something we used to do before. So we could have an email for you to send anonymous questions.
Okay.
Yeah, so the moderator will just have that open. If an email drops here, she reads it out. That's
Okay.
for people who
So,
want to be anonymous. So
all
we can
right.
keep your
Ibilola?
information.
Sir?
Okay, so you heard that. So if we have
Yes, sir.
an email, maybe in question at, I don't know, discipleship or whatever, you know, we could create something, and then the moderator, that part of it where we have repeating constantly, which is recorded, right?
Yes, sir.
We could have that as part of the information, so that people who want to be anonymous can actually just send in a question, and then I'll just answer.
Okay, sir.
Vivian wanted to do something. We're trying to decide how to do the music thing, right? So we were thinking of rather than having like a praise and worship proper, like we could have maybe just different people come and do special numbers. You know, so I'm not sure how it will sound without having the right microphone and everything else. So since you're here, maybe we could try it out.
Oh, we-
I mean, it could work. I think everyone else has to be muted for sure, so there's no feedback. But
Okay.
if you're definitely singing, if anybody's singing, it has to be just their audio that's on.
Okay.
Hmm.
And then that aspect is a very short. It's a very short aspect. It's just like just a short, just a song, just a song, just to get the atmosphere right. You know, Esther had suggested I just play some kind of music. I don't know if that will have the same effect as somebody singing. What do you guys think?
Well, depends on how the person sounds. That's the truth. But the music is a good idea, just in case there aren't always people to sing.
All right.
And
That
have
means
both.
that I'll just play music. Is that what you're saying? I just play music and use my speaker.
Okay, so
No.
what I was thinking of doing is we have videos, like I'm telling you, Bilola, maybe like nature background and music playing at the background. So it's not you. We're not seeing you. We're just seeing a nice background, maybe waterfalls or something, and the music is playing behind.
That kind
So
of thing.
it's not
That
like
kind
you're
of thing.
doing.
People tune off easily with that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Well,
If
it's
you,
good music. Maybe if it was like a
okay,
lyric video playing, it would be good.
okay.
But if it's music, no, they could worship. They would.
It's like what you play for morning prayers.
Because the danger is that once people see it, they assume we're not ready yet. It just sounds like it sounds more like an interlude as opposed to actual, live connected worship.
For that danger, I suggested to Vidola that we could have a countdown on it as it's playing. You're saying like it's counting down to the actual reference of the next event. So if it's 3 minutes, it's 3 minutes. I can say it's counting down to 3 minutes.
Femi says, yes, I think you playing the music for some minutes sounds good. We can also project the music video. Can we do that? Can we project the music video?
Now we now have to be very careful because of copyright issues on YouTube.
Copyright issues, that's true. That's true.
Because I was suggesting even if we are going to do what I'm saying, we have to give credits. So as people are listening, I'm putting music by putting down the credits there on the screen. If not, they'll come for us.
Okay, you know what? Let's just test this thing. Vivian, please just help us. Just give us 30 seconds.
Okay, over to you.
Holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty, who was and is to come. With all creation I sing praise to the King of Kings. You are my everything, and I will adore you. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty, who was and is to come. With all creation I sing praise to the King of Kings. You are my everything, and I will adore you. Okay, Pastor, you're muted.
I am. So that's
Okay.
the problem, I think.
No, I can hear you now.
All right, yeah. So I think it sounds good, and to me, this is a better effect, right? When somebody comes on, there's a better effect than just playing music, right? Because and then it doesn't need to be very long, right? This could go on for 3 minutes. We could even make it 3 minutes. It doesn't have to be 5 minutes, right? So that, or even that. So it makes it more, to me, it makes it more of a live service, more of a live interaction than just playing music. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I agree.
Yeah, but Pastor, we have to schedule people every Wednesday. We have to make sure they're here to sing every Wednesday.
Yeah, that's the thing, actually. We have to make sure if we have situations where I guess maybe we can start off, like this, and then I initially thought about people just recording something and sending it. I thought about that. Maybe if someone just records something, just send it. So we have it. So we have several recordings already. We can now play different ones at different times and like that. Esther, I don't know how that works.
I'm even suggesting it's something we could record in church after church service. Just record so you can have maybe a bit of effect also with camera, sound.
Yeah, we could do that. We could just have like, maybe every time we have service, just somebody just afterward just records a little bit. We can do that in Nigeria. We can do that here. When they come for rehearsals, okay, when they come for rehearsals, they don't have cameras.
They don't, sir. But in my conversation with Emmanuel
Yeah.
earlier today, it's something that came up, and I had hoped to share that with you later.
Go
He
ahead.
wanted to know if Pastor Joel would be available to assist with the mics. So this is during their rehearsal with the mics, and whether media would be present to film.
You know what I think? To avoid all that, because that's a major logistical step. I think to avoid all that, let's just have them when they come to church on Sundays, right?
Okay,
They can
sir.
just do something. It doesn't have to be full, full-fledged production. They can just do something, having in mind that this thing is not going to go more than 5 minutes.
Okay,
So they could just do something quickly. Then the video guys just record it. They could do it, they could do it before and after. They could just keep doing things, and then we'll keep accumulating. And then sometimes when if we don't have any new ones, we play the old ones. I
Okay,
don't know
sir.
what you think. Which means that Peter will have to help us edit it properly.
I'm just even thinking that we can always cut from the praise and worship for every Sunday. So we can have a camera deliberately focused on the lead singer. We do the whole audio recording just as it's going on there. So we could actually plan it deliberately. So we do praise and worship every Sunday. We know how to just cut something and make it. So it's not, we don't need the whole thing showing that it's like the whole job. We can have a camera that's just on the lead person that is singing. I don't know.
I don't know if that's very easy to do,
We can work
because
with that.
the lead singer is moving up and down, and then at some point you're going to see the background, you're going to see the church crowd. You don't want to have that effect. Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir. Sir.
yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, sir. Yeah, so Peter had expressed concern with that because that was one of the ideas we had discussed at first.
Yes.
And so filming during service. But he felt that that wouldn't work, that we would definitely capture the congregation. So he felt that it would be better to just have a close-up. So possibly after the service, or well, definitely not during praise and worship. So a close-up of the choir on stage. So that's what he felt would
Yeah,
work
yeah. I
best.
think I understand what he's saying. We'll have to do it before, right? We can do it before. I don't want it to
Okay, sir.
even interfere with the main service. We can do it before, we can do it afterwards, and I'll just do that. And then we can also have the live, so we have to combine it. Like for instance, now, if we have somebody who can sing, right? Like Vivian with us, right? They can just do something if they're willing to, because not everybody's willing to sing at that time, because that's a public thing. So we can do that. Those who are available, if we have people available to sing, right, they can come and do it. And then if we don't have, we have something, the backup that we can use. We can use the recording. So let's have some recordings accumulated. And then also, because the live is also good, just like what Vivian did now. That in itself has an effect because it's live. Right.
Sir.
Yeah.
This
And
is like
you can feel it live. Yeah. So the live ultimately to me is the best. But if we don't have the live, we can have a backup. So let's have those backups on. We have
Okay, sir.
them to do at least 1 or 2 or 3, 1 or 2 or
Pastor,
3.
you had suggested also that when they come for maybe choir rehearsals, they can just use like 5 minutes to just deliberately record something for this segment, this discipleship, like the choir in Nigeria, when they come for choir rehearsals, or even the choir in I don't think the choir will have time here in Katy, but that 5 minutes of recording while they come for rehearsals. I think
Yeah,
you had such a...
you mean like Vivian and Co.
Yes, yes. Like deliberately having like maybe a 3 to 5 minutes recording
Vivian, would you guys have
before.
time for that?
Would you guys have time for that, Vivian? So would you be able to, while you're doing your rehearsals, before you start, or maybe afterwards? I know afterwards is always a problem. Can you do like 5 minutes of recording, praise and worship, just 5 minutes for this particular purpose?
So realistically, I will have to ask each person because we don't even have time to rehearse before the service.
Okay.
So after the service may work, or we could ask people to record something maybe at home or personally, but I could ask them because we can have videos we send out.
All right. Ibilola?
Sir.
Okay, I have an idea I think might work, right? Talk to Ima, right?
Okay, sir.
Let's have 4 people that can really sing well, solo or whichever way, or even as a group. All right. Let them do a studio recording.
Okay, sir.
Short, right? Let them do like 4 sessions. All right.
Okay,
We'll just pay for them to go to a studio and do a recording. That studio, it doesn't have to be, they can do it in church actually.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, but it doesn't even have to be. I'm just thinking that during a Sunday service, for instance, there's a lot of activity even before the service starts. It might be a bit distracting for them to have to do a recording while people are walking up and down making noise. So we could actually plan it like this, right? Find out when Joel can come, where the video guys can come. We'll give them all necessary allowances so they can come, all right? On that day, whichever day it is, they'll come and then they'll just do like 4 recordings.
4 5-minute recordings, sir?
Yes, that's it.
Sir. Okay, sir.
All right. Essay.
Yes, sir.
I have this. Ijama asked a question. Says, "Is this visible?" All right, it is visible. She says, "Okay," but I wanted to ask. I can't seem to respond to her. I tried to do that.
Okay, I would set up your own system.
All right.
You will be able to do that.
Yeah. So, Ibelara, if they can do like 3 or 4, right?
Okay, sir.
Maybe like for instance, they can do a solo, right? Or they can do 3 of them sit down together and just sing something, right? Then there's a keyboard. There's a keyboard in the background, right? However they feel they can do it. Let's just plan it so that we have it. If we can get 4, then we know we have at least enough for 1 month, right? Then if we don't like now, we can do live. We can do live. If we're able to do live, we'll do live. If not, we'll just play one of them.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
All right.
Got it, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Anybody else has any? Vivian, what was your second question or comment? What was it? Yeah.
No, I don't think I had a second question.
There was something said about participatory. You wanted to know if people could be asking questions while the thing was going on.
Yes, sir. Because I thought it was, well, maybe because I just have a different thought of what Bible's like, but discipleship, like you said, then I don't think so.
Yeah, well, the thing is, the way that it's running now, the way I'm seeing it running, it might be difficult to have. If I was sitting in a room, right, in a room with people live, and then somebody put up a hand, right, I could say, okay, yeah, go ahead, but because of the way it is now, I can't, when I'm even teaching, right, I can't even see those who want to, Esther, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't even see those who want to ask questions live.
So I think
You'll be able to see them.
Sorry?
Pardon?
Vivian, I didn't hear what you
I
said.
said okay, I said you'll be able to see them just like I can see now. I'm just going to give you admin rights to this studio. So I can actually see everybody who is connected now, like Jamal, Eve, Prosper, Ibilala. So you'll be able to see more on your screen.
Okay, so will I have, go ahead, Vivian.
So my comment was just because of the platform we chose to do this, that's why it's very limited. But I have online Bible study. That's why I don't want to call it Bible study because I think your vision is different. But the online Bible studies we do Zoom, and then we also do Google Meets. So in that case, you can see everybody, and if people have questions, they raise their hands, and then. But that program is different because we kind of like we have a facilitator, we have somebody going through like a Bible study, but it's short, but we spend more time answering questions. So the questions, okay, like Pastor, now let's say you have a message, but because you want people to participate, your message is like 10, 20 minutes long. But after those 20 minutes, you have questions that gets people thinking. And then from them responding to your questions, we're having a conversation. So it's engaging, if that makes sense. Because what we do is we share a bulletin before the day. And that bulletin is, we follow what the facilitator is saying, we follow everything. And then there are questions in that bulletin that we know we have to answer. It's like facilitating a group study, something like that.
I think I understand what you're talking about. Yours is that is probably more effective when you have a more controlled group study. The group is more controlled, so you kind of know who's coming on the group and all that. This one is open to everybody. So there are people who are going to be joining for the first time every time we have a meeting, and they can be joined from anywhere in the world, right? So if we had that kind of setup, they wouldn't be able to get the handouts in advance. So this is more like I'm just going to be teaching certain principles, right? Then I'll give the opportunity for people to ask questions and make comments, right? Then I can now, kind of answer questions and, also, talk about maybe people's comments. Yeah, so that I think is a level of interaction we can have now, especially also because, we actually also want to be careful. We don't want a case where, somebody just comes and just takes off and then starts to, cause problems. And then we're kind of trying to manage, so we want to have some level of control as well. So that to a large extent, if we find out, let me say that if the people who just go different groups just to look for trouble.
Yeah, trolls.
Yeah, exactly, a troll. So if we find that kind of person, we need to be able to not put the person up.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think by the time we start, really, we're going to be able to now really get the flow fine-tuned. It will perfect the flow, as we start. We'll see how best it works for us. Let me ask you guys, it's 40 minutes long, or you want it shorter, the teaching itself?
Shorter.
Okay, let me hear from everybody. Okay, Vivian says shorter. All right, who else? Just give your honest opinion.
I think it's a case by case. I can go on and on and on and just listening to, but then I have to, Well,
So
I know
40
people are.
minutes. No, for you.
Oh, for me,
Yes.
40 minutes. 40 minutes, Pastor. For me, 40 minutes is fine.
Okay.
You know.
Who else? We need your comments now, people.
We're used to your 1 hour.
Wait, Pastor, that's why I asked, how is this different from a service?
Femi says 40 minutes is okay.
It's a service, so
Okay.
it's a service. It's a service, so it's actually a service. Let's be honest, it's a service, right? This is actually the original plan was this would be a midweek service.
I see.
Yes, but then we now decided to open it up to the global audience, right? So that anybody anywhere can come and connect with us and join and still, receive something from it. So it's actually a service. It's not just you could call it a Bible study service.
Yeah.
But it's a service, yeah. Okay, 40 minutes. Okay, 40 minutes.
Pastor,
I
are you
think,
able to see the comments?
yes,
Okay.
I can see the comments. Yes, I can see the comments. That's why I felt that, like Bookie says, I love the Lady V's voice. Okay, now they're calling you Lady V. I love the Lady V's voice. So I will go with a live song, maybe with the keyboard. Fine. At some point, I'm sure when we advance, we'll be able to have do some of these things in the studio or in church, where we can actually sit down and just have something like this done, and also cater for the live audience, live virtual audience as well. So that means we have, so we'll see how it goes. But for now, I think for now, this is how it works. If anybody's around to sing, we could do a live one, right? If we do the recordings, let's have the recordings always there present, so we have a backup. All right.
Okay, sir.
All right. So all right. So the way it is now on the screen, right, with 5 people, is that the way it's going to be all the time?
Okay, no. I have control over what shows up on the screen.
Okay. So at some point, you may have 2 or 3 people on the screen based on our conversations.
Yes, even inclusive of the scripture, if you want.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right. So that what's the maximum you can put on the screen? What's the maximum?
10.
Okay, try and put 10 slots. Let's see how big or how small it gets.
Right now I have everybody. No, Mr. Bukola, you may want to join here. I don't have any other person waiting. Maybe
Bookie, you can join your camera. That's all. If you don't want,
I think
do like a Belola is on, but I can't see anything.
Femi is also on, but he's not. I don't think he's in.
Who's Food Cottage? Food Cottage.
Oh, that's a day Tutu.
Okay, Tutu.
A day Tutu.
Tutu has a restaurant.
Okay. A day Tutu. You're out
Food
now.
Cottage.
I think Lady V has got me thinking of this.
Tutu, you have a restaurant. And you didn't tell us. A Nigerian restaurant. We'll come and eat in your restaurant, Tutu. Or maybe it's a vision.
Pastor, she makes the best meat pies. I'm sorry, Tutu, I had to say that.
Wow. Tutu, do you make designer soup, designer stew, and or father, one of those ones? From home. So you can do home delivery, special home prepared, and do delivery, All right.
Because I'm just thinking about
Ayamase.
something.
Which one's Ayamase? What's Ayamase? Is that designer? Is that
Local
designers?
sauce for, for
Father
Oh, is
father
that what
rice.
it's
rice.
Wow.
Oh,
Uh, all right. I think we found a gold mine here. All right.
Okay, so I'm
Okay.
just throwing
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
From what Lady V said, she got me thinking. Maybe I don't know. She has sent us an assignment now. The Zoom idea could be something we can look into because from Zoom we can actually stream to YouTube. So Zoom, there may not be limitations as to how many people could join now. Right now, we can just have like 10 people maximum on the screen as it is. With Zoom, we can actually control it and have more people. Then I know how to actually connect my own local studio and do more than the regular thing that we see on Zoom. So I can do scriptures, I can play videos, we can just do something that is a little uh, it's just giving on me assignments, even though I'm not doing it. But I'm just thinking if it's something we may explore. So,
Okay. So is this something? Let me ask you. If that's the case, do people have to sign into Zoom?
so
No.
what we can
Sorry, go ahead.
do, like, and from where we are right now, we are streaming to YouTube. If you want to join and participate, the link you will have now will take you to participate via Zoom. So you click the link on Zoom, and we'll keep you in the back door. Like we need to be sure before we allow you into Zoom. So we can have regulations. So if you're coming into Zoom, your camera is turned on. We can see you're a proper human being that wants to join. Then we admit you into Zoom. So whatever interaction is going on Zoom is what is being streamed to YouTube. So it's more or less like the same thing we're doing here, but the limitation of how many people can join and participate at a time, and that issue would have been solved. So the program
Okay.
is on YouTube, and the interaction is from Zoom.
All right. So if somebody gets on YouTube and wants to interact, they have to now go to Zoom.
They will click a link. Yes, it will open either their browser to go to Zoom or their Zoom app. Because I know how it is right now. You will click a link to go somewhere.
Anyway, we're in your hands.
It's,
So what you tell us to do, we do.
it's heavy.
Whichever one you
Well,
tell us to do, whichever one works best.
I wonder
we'll,
how it
we'll go back
works
and
with Vivian's Bible study.
Who?
Just curious with Vivian's Bible study. I just wonder how it works with the Zoom. Is that the same? Is that what essay is describing as well?
Yeah, but like Pastor said, ours is a controlled group. So, but this one is more public. How it works is we all have to, and you basically just have to click the Zoom link. But I think SA wants it to be on YouTube as well, maybe to be live on YouTube. Am I
like it
correct?
has to be on a public, it has to be on a public channel. Like everybody knows, for instance, Pastor's YouTube. I can go there and watch. But for a Zoom meeting, I now have to be advertising a Zoom link or if you want to join this program. So what we're advertising now is the YouTube channel. Once you go there, a program is going on live. You can just stay there, watch, post questions. The admin can take it to Pastor. If you want to interact, really get in there and talk with Pastor or anything, you can click the link and join the Zoom meeting. So it's whatever. So Zoom is the primary platform. Whatever we are doing on Zoom is what we are streaming to YouTube. So Pastor comes on Zoom. He's actually teaching on Zoom, but streaming to YouTube. So if anybody is on Zoom and is asking a question, yeah, talking normal Zoom meeting, but it's streaming on YouTube. So you only come to Zoom if you have need that, okay, I actually want to join this conversation or I am comfortable seeing other people within the same space. Because some people are like that. You see,
Yeah.
they are comfortable just seeing other people. Okay, so if you're that kind of audience, you can come and listen on or um it's just a lot about it. The danger or the disadvantage of this again now is that you would now drop the views on YouTube because there's something about views. Once people come, a program is like streamed on YouTube and it looks like nobody's watching. It looks like nothing is happening there, but all of them have gone to Zoom. So these are things that you just you just switch something in my head and I have to start thinking all over again. But let's
Sorry.
sleep over it.
But I
I
guess
know
my
I'm
question.
glad.
So on this platform, on video we're like probably what 7 of us, but maybe on this platform we're probably 9 plus 2 and
We can take we can take a maximum of 10 people here. And like I said, on a normal day, what we're expecting to see is a maximum of 3 people at a time. So it's either pastor and the scriptures, pastor and somebody he's talking with at the moment, pastor, the scripture, and somebody maybe he's explaining the scripture. So in actual sense, what we intend to be showing on YouTube are these views. Pastor teaching, pastor talking with one person at a time, pastor talking with one person and the scripture, or maximum pastor talking with 3 people, which will be the moderator, pastor, and someone else. So more or less like what we see on CNN, having guests and stuff like that. Not more than 3 people at a time, if you
so
ask
I
me.
understand that, but as we're 10 here, are there 10 views on YouTube right now? Or is it
Okay,
less?
there are three. No, there are three. Nobody is not open to public. Everybody who's on YouTube now was actually sent the link. So there are currently 3 people. And that's because some of them would have migrated here.
Exactly. So that's what I'm trying to say. You either use your YouTube and keep it just because you're trying to gather views, but whether you use this platform or Zoom, you're still going to have to migrate viewers to Zoom to participate. And once they migrate, then their views don't count on YouTube. It seems like that's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But in terms of YouTube and Zoom, I can migrate everybody. Everybody can just leave YouTube and go to Zoom. But with this platform, I can't take more than 8 people. So I can't migrate more than 8 people at a time using this platform. But with Zoom, everybody can just run away and go to Zoom.
So that's an advantage because it seems like both platforms is the same thing if you're considering YouTube views. It's the same.
So what do we do, guys?
Pastor, sorry for
I think
apologize.
nothing basically changed. It's just technological jargons. We'll go back and sit down. Nothing to worry about. We'll take care of the technology.
So we should
We'll
just
stick
I
with
should
it.
just continue as I'm continuing.
Yes, just continue to go. We'll sort out the technology. What we're talking about now is just technology, but nothing changes from what we want to.
All right, because we want to make sure we have a good traction on YouTube, so more people, and then there's less confusion. All right, so everybody knows, okay, everything is YouTube.
Yes,
You
fine.
understand?
I think we'll just stay there.
Yeah.
We'll stay here with the original plan.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I
Is there
guess with
anything
everybody, we
else?
may need to do this like 2 more times. So
Sorry.
I say we may need to do this like 2 more times, but without you, Pastor, we can allow you. We can allow you there. So we need to do it like 2 or 3 more times before the actual broadcast with the actual elements. Because right now we're just discussing. Well, Pastor, we may not really need you around. So we'll sort ourselves out.
Ibilola, that means we have to try to get the recordings done as soon as we can, and then also,
Yes, sir.
so we're always ready. And then
Yes, sir.
I think for the very first one, right?
Yes, sir.
I think for the very first one, at least, or the first few ones, we should plan to have a live singer.
Okay, sir.
Vivian, you're sleepy.
It's been a long day, Pastor. Sorry.
I know. Sorry for keeping you up.
No
Pastor
problem.
Vivian.
No problem. Just shut down. It's not because of.
All right. So I think so let's plan for at least to have, if we can get a live singer like what we did with Vivian for the first time,
Okay, sir.
that would be a good start. That would be a good start. That we can now, we'll just keep flowing as we're going. In terms of structure, I don't think there was there anything outside of getting what we have is we have the promo video, right? Which Esther, you never played the promo video.
We don't have that
I don't
yet,
have
sir.
it yet, sir.
All right. We have the promo video, we have the praise and worship, right? We have the welcome address by me, all right. But before the welcome address, that means we have to have a little housekeeping thing, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we can record a little housekeeping thing, and then just play that after the praise and worship. And then I can now come up. First time I come up, I'm going to welcome address. The first time I come up. The next time we have to show somebody else going to the welcome address. That's the moderator. So
Yes, sir.
the way I'm seeing this, it looks as if we don't have the moderator the first time. Bilola, is that correct?
So we do, but the moderator will just handle the Q&A. So yes, sir, that would be the only thing the moderator would do
Okay.
for the very first episode.
All right. So first time
And
I
the
come, I'll do the
announcements, sir.
welcome address. All right, fine. So the moderator does announcements and Q&A, but next time the moderator will now do welcome address, huh?
Yes, sir.
How are you saying?
And the
All right.
offering, sir.
The offering. All right. The music you're playing, essay,
Yes, sir.
that music, I think is supposed to be intro or outro, not background music.
Okay. I
That
think
one
I
you're
even
playing, like,
done
I can't teach with that though.
that. It's actually a sample I just saw on the platform. So
You have to make sure it's the right sound. It's very important.
yes, sir.
Give me the wrong sound, I'll just start teaching something else that people that will just.
But would you want sound at the background when you're teaching?
Yes, I don't mind if it's very light. I don't mind it, right? Very light, but it has to be the right sound. It can be a tune. It can be a tune, just like a string, just continuous like that. It can be. It can be like what we used to pray, for instance. You understand?
Yes, sir.
They can give me samples I can pick.
Okay, sir.
You understand here, but
No
and I
problem.
think the guys, what they can do is they can get one of those keyboardists in church that plays when I'm preaching, right?
Yes, I
To
think
do
that
something
I have
for us,
some
yeah.
things.
There's some, yeah. And then we just play very light, because this one you played
Okay,
now is
sir.
not going to work.
Yes, sir. The
Um,
sample.
So
Yeah,
for the keyboardist, so
yeah.
what would be the duration of the instrumentals in the instrumental music, sir?
What do you mean?
So you had said maybe just having someone at the church, one of the
Mhm,
keyboardists, just
mhm.
play. So what would be the duration of the music that he would play, sir? Because I'm assuming
Yeah,
it should be okay. So it should be
probably.
40 minutes then.
Yeah, probably 45
It's just a
minutes.
loop. Oh.
Yeah, and a
It's a
loop
loop.
it.
Oh.
So
Okay, looped. Okay.
if he plays something for, let's say, plays it for 10 minutes, right? He
Yes, sir.
just loops it. It just keeps going
Okay.
around. Yeah.
Okay,
So
sir.
it can go as long as you want.
Okay, sir.
Mm.
Got it, sir.
All right.
Okay, sir.
All right. Anything else?
So when do we meet again?
I also see that there's a private chat here in the studio.
Yeah.
Just are we using the private chat? Are we or the YouTube? Like
Okay.
there are two of
The
them. Can
private
we chat?
chat.
Can we all? What is this one for?
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
one?
So the private chats. The private chat is for
There's a private
internal
chat
communication.
on the left side of the screen.
Yeah. The
Okay, the
private
private
chat is
chat.
for internal communication. Yeah. Just for those of us in the studio.
Okay.
Who are in the studio.
So
Okay.
for instance, if you are moderating and I want to communicate with you, I will just post a private chat to you.
Got it.
But the problem is, I wouldn't know there's a private chat unless I click on it.
There are different. If there's a chat, you'll see a notification on it. As in
Okay.
something. Let me just post something. So chat. Um, Do you see any notification on the private chat button?
Yeah, we see it.
Okay, I saw something like it was a bit red.
So,
Do it again. Just do it again. Let me
okay.
see. Let me see what happens.
Chat.
Okay, yeah. There's a
Yeah.
notification.
So it
Yeah.
just pops up if there's any chats. So
Okay.
if we're talking, wants to tell you, okay, maybe time is up
Mhm.
or check the time, that's just for private or internal communication within the studio.
Okay. Okay.
And then,
So when do we meet again?
sorry,
Vivian, you're saying something?
yeah, when you're in this control room, like I went back to YouTube, but I couldn't comment on YouTube.
YouTube?
You see, I had the same problem. That's why I asked that question, because I commented when I came on at first, but I couldn't see it. So is that going to be is that going to be a case? And are we able to see our comments? Because that's why, because I commented twice, but it wasn't taken.
I saw two of your comments on YouTube.
So the first one, I posted, but now if I go back to YouTube, I can't comment.
You can't comment. Okay. When you
No.
try to comment, what's the when you try to comment, what happens? What's the reaction on YouTube? Any message? Is it freezing or
Now I can see it, but sometimes before I couldn't see it. I don't know what happened. Sorry.
okay, maybe that was just been a glitch.
Vivian, how about you?
Mr. I can see your comment now. Mr. Ejema says
Zoom
hello.
to participate.
No,
And once they
I
migrate,
don't.
then their views
Sorry.
don't count.
I
I
just
see Ijama's
also said
comment.
no.
Please, hello. I see Ijama said
Okay.
hello. I can
Yes.
comment. Lady V, I see it now.
Oh, that's Femi.
Okay, Femi says I
Okay.
can comment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah.
So
I think there's a lapse with that too. Like when you put a comment, you don't see it immediately. It takes a while to pop up. It takes a while for Pastor to read it, and it takes a while for it to show on the screen. But anyway, yeah, there's
there'll be
definitely
a few seconds. There'll be a few seconds delay between the studio and YouTube, and that's just what happens for every live broadcast. So as you are doing live streaming, it's actually some few seconds delay between your
before you
actual action and
see.
what's going on. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's good we're seeing all this so that we know what to expect, while it's going on.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So what next?
Mr. Research.
Yeah. When next we need to run through this like 2 times before the actual broadcast, using the actual elements, simulating the real thing. I think we need like 2 more. The pastor doesn't have to be there.
So the next time, will you be using a Zoom link, or are we still using the same platform?
No,
You're gonna do
we'll maintain this. I think let's start from somewhere first. As we go, we'll keep fine tuning. Because till now, I've never even got all the elements and everything we need to use. Everything is just plain and bare and all of that. So let's put it to full use first, then we'll know what to do next. So it's my concern just when next
So that
So I
means
can,
we're going to do exactly what we did now, and not Zoom, right?
Yes, 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 for now, because this was the original plan. We've gone this far already.
Okay. Well, when next is
Or I
dependent
can
on
still have
when you.
both.
Sorry.
I can still have both. I said I can still work both out so we can have the experience on both sides and know what we want to fine tune on more. I can set up something, we have the experience if we're using Zoom, then we still have this experience and see which is better, then we'll fine tune it.
What do you guys think?
I think it's good we compare and see what works better for this. So
But there
yeah,
are
we
some
can have
things
a
that won't
Zoom.
be really there will be limitations on Zoom anyway. So some of the things you are saying here right now, you won't expect to see it on Zoom. Just the way I'm posting the social media comments, you can't see that one on one as in two people at a time on Zoom. You won't see that. So I think let's give this a shot.
Yeah,
It's just
let's,
because this was
as much
raw
as
one. Let's
possible.
give it a shot.
Yeah, let's try to simplify things as much as possible. And if we have
Mm,
too many options, after a while it might get confusing. For some people
mm,
to remember which one. So I think we just focus on.
mm.
We'll just focus on this one. Let's just do this one. Like
Okay.
Bookie says, I'll stay here. So Book is telling us that if we go to Zoom, we won't find her because she's staying here. Yeah, I think so. I think we should just use this. Let's use this for now. All right. In the future,
Yeah.
when we start this, we can now, if by the time you go, because I still figure that you still need to kind of think through that Zoom well. So if you kind of think through it, and you still think it's a better option, then we can practice, behind the scenes, and then decide if to do that switch. But for now, I think it's just easier to just do this. It's
And then
working well.
you have more views on YouTube on
Yes,
here than
yeah,
I
and it's
don't think
working
you
well. We
get.
can see ourselves. We're all talking. We can hear ourselves. So the Q&A aspect is easy. The only thing I wanted to find out, Essay, is who decides who's going to ask the questions?
Okay,
Because I don't
so
think I
maybe
can.
we can. Okay, two things. Because once we start, I would maybe this Friday I will give you admin rights so that you can see exactly what I'm saying. The moderator also will see. So between you yourself and the moderator, so I can see
Honestly,
everybody here now.
the less I see, the better for my life.
So we'll leave it to the moderator.
I just want to be able to just teach the word and then answer questions. And then see the
So
comments.
we'll
I think
leave
I'm used to that. Like Bookie says, I don't like
it.
complicating things. It's true. I agree with Bookie.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we'll leave it to the moderator. So the moderator can see everybody behind the scene and decide who she
Okay.
wants to follow.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So I think we're good for now until we do the
So
next test, right?
yes, sir.
yes, sir.
All right. So I think the
Yeah.
next test will be determined by when we have all other things ready.
Yes, sir.
So, all right. So, altar call. Is there anyone here who has not yet accepted Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior? Ijama, you look like you need salvation.
Pastor, I need salvation every day.
You look like this your hospital work. Hospital work has taken away your salvation. Eh?
Yes,
Hey.
Pastor. You're close to the truth.
All right. So breakfast. What does that mean? Somebody's asking for breakfast. because they woke up early.
Oh,
Bilola, that's on your table. You can sort that one out. Breakfast. All right.
Yes,
So
sir.
offering. How do we do the offering? The offering.
Okay, so I suggested something that will just be in parts. We'll have some elements on the screen, maybe something that we can scroll or some sort of animation, apart from the call later for the offering, because we have peak periods for
Okay.
live streaming, and that will be somewhere in the middle of the message. Because once it starts, you have people just hanging around checking, and
Yeah.
once you are beginning to close, also they start going away. So at the middle of the message, we'll flag information at the bottom of the screen. So it's almost like you're listening to the news and the breaking news is still scrolling behind. You still get to flow. So the middle, if we wait till the end, there are people we always miss. If we do it at the beginning, there are people we don't get. So at the middle of the message, sometime would find a way to flag information. Then somebody can still come up later to call for the offering.
Okay. Fine. So we need some kind of graphics and then music. Once we start doing the offerings, are we going? We're going to show the account numbers and everything, right? We'll show all that.
Yes.
Yes, all the various options.
Okay. Fine. All right. Then announcements. So that means that Bilola, we need to
Yes, sir.
uh, check out the things we need to put in the announcements,
Yes, sir. And
so that
Sister,
go ahead.
sorry, sir. Sister HM and I had a conversation several hours ago.
Okay.
She would send announcements that are KT related, and I would have the set that are ministry related, and they'd be shared with you, sir. The plan is about a week or so ahead for review and approval, sir.
Okay. All right. That's fine. So benediction, Pastor Ndidi. Okay. I mean, she has to connect with her own phone somewhere. All right. Anyway. All right. So we're good.
Yes, sir.
Thanks to all of you. Thank you all for participating, helping us. All right. We appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you very much.
All right. Femi.
thanks for having us, sir.
All right. Femi, this breakfast idea, you seem to like it. All the laughing faces. Femi likes the idea of breakfast. So let's Bilola is on your table now. You have to sort everybody out, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Okay, guys.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Good night,
Good
sir.
night.
Good night,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Good night.
Thank you,
Good
everyone.
Good night,
night. Good
everyone.
night.
Good night, guys. Those of you